Hello beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another pick a card reading for you, and it's all about the messages that you need to hear for the month of October. Wow, I cannot believe that it's going to be October already, but without further ado, these are what you are using to pick your pile. So we have pile number 1 here with this beautiful golden glittery leaf. Then we have pile 2 with this beautiful little white pumpkin. Pile 3 with this super cute small little orange pumpkin here. Pile 4 is this checkered pumpkin. And pile 5 is this little pumpkin candle. So yeah, if you need a minute to meditate on the piles, go ahead and pause the video. Remember, if you are called to more than one pile, then that just means there may be more than one message for you. This is a collective reading, but chances are if you choose a pile, there's going to be at least one message for you. And like always, I will leave timestamps below in the description box so you can easily go to the pile of your choice. And I will see you guys at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this leaf here, then this is your reading for the month of October. The messages that you need to hear about October. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for this reading. I have some fun new decks that are October themed. And this is actually the Halloween tarot deck that I mentioned previously that I really wanted to get and try out and use. So I was able to get my hands on it when I went to visit Salem a couple weeks back. So I'm pretty excited to use this. So how this reading is going to work is I'm going to first pull a card here to give you an overall message about the month of October and what you can kind of expect about October through this general energy reading here. And then I will go into your tarot and then your oracle cards that I already had pre-shuffled beforehand. So yeah, and then I'm thinking about also incorporating some charms in today's reading, so it might be a longer reading, but I'm really excited for it, so I hope you are too. So let's get an overall general energy reading, please, Spirit, for pile number 1 and what they can expect in the month of October. Please, Spirit, pile number 1, month of October. What can pile number 1 expect from the month of October, please, Spirit? Alright, so we have here stillness. It says, reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So off the bat here, I'm kind of getting that in October, it'll be a month of reflection for you. You might find, you know, life coming to a standstill a little bit, relaxing a little bit more, maybe not too much on the go. Or if you are on the go, it's just really about being in the present moment, I think, is what this card is kind of indicating here. So that's really great. Now let's jump into tarot. First, I'm going to get some messages about, you know, career and finances for you. So please, Spirit, 3 cards for career and finance for pile number 1 here for the month of October. What can they expect for career and finances in October, please, for pile number 1? Number 1, career and finance messages. The month of October. Okay. So starting off, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 7 of Bats, or the 7 of Swords, and the King of Bats, King of Swords. All right. So what I'm getting here is that in the month of October, I feel as if you guys might be closing out a chapter in your career. You might be trying to pursue this new career, right? But you might also have people distracting you in a sense, kind of making you get in your own head about this career path, this career choice, causing some confusion. Maybe you're nervous about taking this leap into this new job, this new career, but I think that you really are going to be taking action and actually going towards this career path and kind of not really paying attention to those who are trying to stop you, who might be talking badly about you in this career, or kind of filling your head with some negative thoughts in regards to this career that you might be trying to pursue. Things like that. You might have some difficulty at work with coworkers, like maybe some drama with coworkers could possibly happen in October, but I think you really are going to be owning your truth, speaking up for yourself, and really going after what you want when it comes to your career. This wheel is turning in October. When it comes to your career and finances, this wheel is turning because you got the Wheel of Fortune card here. So that's a really positive sign. But with the Seven of Swords, there could be some, you know, conflict within whatever this is, whether that's just somebody lying to you at work or dealing with some just negative drama, a little drama, but I don't think it's going to be anything that you can't handle. I think you're definitely going to be able to get past it. And again, this could also, if you're trying to start a new career, could be somebody talking about your career choices and kind of trying to cause some confusion, self-doubt, things like that. But yeah, overall, I think you really are going to be owning your truth, stepping into your power, taking action, and I'm getting overall nothing too negative besides the little bit of drama. All right, so please, Spirit, what about their love life in October? Please, Spirit, for pile number 1. What can pile number 1 expect in their love life in the month of October? Love life messages for pile number 1 in the month of October, please, Spirit. Card 1's coming up. That card. And one more card, please, Spirit. Okay. Alright, so we got a lot of wands going on. Like, this is a lot of fire energy. We have here the Queen of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Three of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is that, alright, I really think that in the month of October, you're setting some boundaries within your love life, and this really depends here because there's going to be people who are single, and there's also going to be people who are in relationships watching this. So remember to use your intuition to guide you through this message. But I think when it comes to love, you're setting boundaries. You're really realizing what it is you deserve in love. I feel like your love life is going to be expanding in some way, but you are definitely owning who you are. With the Queen of Wands here, this gives me like self-love energy, really making sure you're taking care of yourself, loving yourself first, remembering your worth, not letting people walk all over you here with the Nine of Wands, really setting those boundaries in your love life and remembering what you deserve, basically. You're not going to settle for less, and in October, I think you probably are going to be needing to set more boundaries when it comes to your love life. But overall, there is some expansion here, and since there's so much fire energy, you could be a fire sign, like Sag, Leo, or Aries, or you could be dealing with a Sag, Leo, or Aries as well. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like the overall energy I'm getting for career and finances and your romantic love life in the month of October. So for now, I'm going to put the tarot aside as we go into your oracle cards. So let's see what messages we can get with your oracle cards here. All right, so starting off here, we have Ethos. Okay, and this is another deck that I got that's kind of like a Halloween-y, kind of reminds me of it. But so what I really like about this deck is the guidebook. So I'm going to actually read from the guidebook, because you know I like to read from the guidebook just in case there's a message that you need to hear. So let's see here. All right, so with this one here, it says, you are not one for sticking to the rules. In fact, you struggle when faced with that which you must adhere to. You have a natural rebellious streak which has led you into trouble, but honor that side of you, for it makes you all the more wonderful. However, as a working witch, it is vital that you have integrity in all that you do. At all times must you follow the so I guess this is the Wiccan Reed. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but You can rest assured that it was not put in place to spoil your fun, but to safeguard all magical practitioners from any harm to themselves and to others. You will find that this is a positive instructional to live by, and promises a way of life that's in tune with the balance of nature and perfect love and perfect trust. You can be confident that nothing you do will come back and bite you when you live accordingly by this here, the ethos of the Wiccan Ready. Abide by the law of three. Okay, so raise your standards, adopt some ethics, understand the importance of the threefold law and principle of cause and effect. It will change your view of the world. Your situation is a result of past actions. Open your heart and trust. Okay, so I think what this is kind of talking about is that you are a rebellious person. You're very independent is kind of what I'm getting here, and perhaps that makes it a little bit hard for you to trust and love and open up emotionally to others. So I'm kind of getting with this, especially with all that fire energy that we saw with your love life, and I think you're just needing to trust more, and you know, don't be afraid to let your guard down at times, because you are a very independent person. You have your own rules that you like to follow. Compromising might be something that will help you as well. Just a few messages that came through as I read that. Now let's see what we have here. We have we have reflection. And we have energy. So it's really interesting that we have reflection here, because we have stillness, reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So in October, you're going to be doing a lot of reflection, okay, pile one? I don't know, perhaps you're going to be reflecting on your past actions or somebody else's past actions. You're going to be reflecting on what it is you really want. You know, maybe you're going to be doing some healing. You're going to reflect and see how far you've actually come and appreciate that about yourself. And then with the energy here, I'm thinking that perhaps maybe you have been feeling like you don't have much energy, and in the month of October, your energy is going to be coming back. Or this could also be that you need to protect your energy, or you need to relax more so that you can get your energy back, things like that. But I feel overall, I feel like you're going to have a lot of energy in October to maybe, you know, like I said, make those moves towards what it is you want in career, take action towards what it is you want for career, things like that. And we have trust, okay? So again, like I said, really trusting. You have to trust that you are safe, that you are secure, that everything is working out for your highest good. Maybe learn how to trust in others more, because I think that you have been hurt in the past, so it makes it really hard for you to trust in anyone but yourself, right? And maybe you lack trust in yourself. Maybe that's something you really need to work on as well. So then we have the veil here with the future. Okay, so again, this is one of my newer decks as well. It's like a Halloween Oracle deck, so I'm going to go ahead with the guidebook to read this one as well. It says, the ancient Celts used to call the time of the longest night of the year Samhain. It says, pronounced Samhain. So they believed that there was a misty veil that separated the world of the dead and the living, but on 2 nights of the year, that veil would thin. The fineness of the veil meant the ancestors were closer than ever, and even the gods would be close. This would mean that communications from the dead were more likely to occur, in that divination, which is when the divine speaks through something, would be more effective. So while using this oracle as the veil lifts, know that the other worlds are close. Listen in particular to what messages may come forth around your future. Look to what you want to happen, plan, set intentions, and think big. Okay, so it's like the veil is thinning, and you are able to connect more with the spiritual realms. You are able to connect more with your angels to ask for guidance. Meditation would be really great for you in the month of October. And really listening and looking for the signs that relate to the future and what you want for your future, because I believe in October you're going to be getting a lot of insight on what it is that you want moving forward and really planning for your future. Again, reflect and plan for what it is you want for your future, especially when it comes to career as well, especially since we saw the wheel is turning for you, okay? So then we also have time to heal and think on your feet. This is number 27 and 55 here. So a time to heal. You're definitely reflecting and healing in October, and it's really essential to do so, I think, especially when it comes to, you know, thinking about what it is you want for your love life and for your career. I think healing will really bring you a lot of answers. And think on your feet here. So you might be forced to think on your feet when it comes to your career, when it comes to love. You might be challenged a little bit in October in regards to that. We have happiness and we have career, okay? So yeah, you're focusing a lot on your career life in the month of October. And I think there's going to be some big positive shifts and big positive changes coming for career here. And we have happiness. So overall, I think you will be feeling pretty happy in October. But there is some sort of shift, some sort of change, some things happening, a major focus on your career in the month of October. So that's really exciting. And then we have 777. This is a really spiritual number here. It says your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. Okay, so your purpose is being revealed to you here in October, and this could be related to your career as well. Your career could be part of your purpose, or you may be doing your purpose for career, right? Living out your purpose in your career. And with 777, that's a very spiritual number. You could be seeing signs from spirits and angels, especially since we had the veil here thinning for you. So that's really positive overall. And then we also have 8th house here, and we have the 12th house. So these are both really, like, when I think of the 8th house and the 12th house in astrology, I think of spiritual houses where you are in tune with the divine. But the 8th house can also indicate intimacy. It can also indicate investments, intensity, contracts, capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, stalking in the underworld, but overall, like you know, the spiritual world, spiritual realms. So I think with the 8th and the 12th house both showing up here, I think you're going to be definitely in tune with spirit and the divine, and I think that you are going to be connecting with them more. With the 12th house here, it says subconscious mind, compassion, dreams, karma, forgiveness, baggage, the unseen, healing, spiritual development, okay? So I think in October, if you meditate, you will find a lot of answers to a lot of your questions. Meditation would probably definitely benefit you. But overall, I feel as if you're going to be really connecting more with spirit. You're going to feel a lot more intuitive in October. And also you might as well, if you're into astrology, look at your transit charts. You may have planets transiting your 8th or 12th house in October. And also pay attention to your dreams as well, as your dreams are a way that spirit can sometimes connect with you and give you messages that you need to know. Your higher self connects with you through dreams, so pay attention to your dreams, especially if you are known to have really vivid dreams. All right, now I just want to get some tea leaf messages as well here for you guys. So, please, Spirit, for pile number 1, what do they need to know about the month of October? Please, Spirit, messages about October for pile number 1. Messages the month of October for pile number 1, please, Spirit. Messages for pile number 1 in the month of October. All right, that's a lot of messages, so we'll just take these for now. So we have September. So with September here, I'm thinking that something major might have happened for you in the month of September, and you might be reflecting on this, okay? But if September is significant to you at all, And then we have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So in October, you might be feeling a little bit frustrated or feeling tied down by something. This could be by a job, it could be by another person, could be, you know, related to finances. But then we also have heart here, love, deep affection, and caring. And we also with the eighth house with intimacy. So love and deep affection and caring is going to be important for you in the month of October, something to pay attention to. And then we have gavel, involvement with the law. So I don't know if this, you know, resonates with any of you, especially with the 8th house, can sometimes indicate investments or inheritance, something like that. So some sort of like legal thing that you're doing, maybe signing a contract, could be, some of you might be going through a divorce or something like that. But again, I don't give advice on legal situations, so this is not advice. Please, you know, keep that in mind. And then we have butterflies. So maybe a lot of you are seeing butterflies lately. I know I have been, but that usually means a change for the better. So you could be going through a change right now, a transformation, but it's for the better. And then we have hills, obstacles to overcome. So yeah, some of you are overcoming some obstacles, but these obstacles are ultimately bringing you change, bringing you to a better place in your life, connecting you to your life's purpose, things like that. But yeah, those are the messages I have for you, okay? So I will see you in the next part of this reading where I'll be pulling some charms for you guys. All right, pile one, I am here with the charms for you. So let's see. Please, Spirit, for pile number one, messages you have for them for the month of October. What can they expect? What do they need to hear about the month of October? Please, Spirit, for pile number... Wow, you guys, no lie, I just saw a butterfly outside of my window. That is definitely a sign. Change is coming for you guys. I truly feel that. Change is coming. I just saw a butterfly, so that's pretty crazy. All right, so... let's see, what letters do we have? All right, so look for initials. Try to spell out words that might, you know, be something, mean something for you. Use my words with friends knowledge to kind of get some words for you guys. But really, if you see any words, hopefully you can see these letters clearly. I see him. Jim. Maybe you are dealing with a Jim. Your name could be Pam. All right. Happy. Just some words that came to my mind. Your name could also be Kim. So hello if you are Kim. This message is definitely for you, Kim. Jim. So for now, I will leave these here for you to look at and see if you see any other words. I do also see have, okay? So let's see, what else do we have here? So it's interesting because here's another wheel, right? And I mentioned the Wheel of Fortune, things turning in your favor. So we have the wheel showing up here, and it's kind of under believe here. So to me, that means the wheel is turning in your favor. Believe, trust in this process. Believe that good things are coming for you. We have cat here, and usually cats are really intuitive creatures. So I really do feel like you are going to be more in tune with your intuition in October. And then we also have this 4-leaf clover showing up in career. So you're getting luck in your career, I believe. I find that with your career and your finances, I feel like you're going to be feeling really lucky. And, oh, okay, I literally thought that I saw luck, but it's, nope, we're missing a C. But yeah, overall, I really do feel like the wheel is turning in your favor. Your intuition is, you know, really becoming stronger. And with create, I think maybe you are meant to create something with this anchor here, like anchor down and create something. Get moving, the wheel is turning, luck is coming for you, and with your career you're going to be stepping into your purpose. And even if there are obstacles, you can face them, you can overcome them. You are a strong person. Pave the way, right? So that's kind of the messages that I have for you with the month of October. Okay, pile one, I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings, and I will also leave ways in the description that you can support and follow my channel and follow my social media accounts. I really appreciate all the support and love, and I hope to see you next time. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this white pumpkin here, then this is your reading, all about what you need to know about the month of October, what's coming for you, what to expect, messages, overall messages for the month of October. Now this is a general collective reading, so please use your intuition to guide you through this reading as always. How this reading is going to work is I'm going to first start by pulling a general message here with the Starseeds cards. And then I'll jump into your tarot, go through your oracle cards, and then I will also do a little bit of a mini charm reading as well. So yeah, and I'm really excited because I got some new Halloween decks, so those are pretty fun. Alright, Spirit, please, for pile number 2, what is their overall message for the month of October for pile 2, please, Spirit? Overall message for the month of October. Pile number 2, what do you need to know for overall energy for October for pile number 2? Okay, that was a lot. 3 of them came out. It's kind of a lot, but I'm just gonna take it. So let's see, we have truth. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. Okay, so in October, you are finding some courage, some strength to own your truth, not be afraid to be who you want to be, who you are. That's really great. And then we have courage. Wow, right? So you are getting the courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. So I really do feel like in the month of October, you're going to be owning your truth, stepping into your most authentic self, and that's really beautiful. And then we also have gratitude. So universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. So really practicing gratitude in October is going to bring blessings your way. So make sure that you are grateful and thankful for all that you have. Even if you are going through hard times, you are a strong, determined person, and all of the obstacles that you face only help you grow your soul, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Everything happens for a reason, and I know that can be triggering, but let's go into your tarot cards. So this is the new deck that I got, the Halloween Tarot that I got when I was in Salem a couple weeks back. So I'm really excited to use it because 'tis the season, October messages. We need to use the Halloween Tarot deck. So I'm going to start off just by getting 3 cards for messages with career and finances for the month of October. So please, Spirit, for pile number 2, what does pile number 2 need to know about their career and finances in October? What can they expect with their career and finances in the month of October for pile 2, please, Spirit? Career and finance messages for pile 2 in the month of October. What can they expect in the month of October for career and finances? One more card, please, Spirit, for career and finances for pile 2 in October. Okay. So we have the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is, so I think a tough cycle is ending in your career and finances. Perhaps for a while you were struggling with feeling stable. Maybe you felt a little uneasy about your career and finance. So yeah, there might have been a little bit of conflict going on with your career and finances, because I feel as if you felt like your stability was kind of shook. And this cycle is ending. I feel like this cycle is ending. I feel like you might also have been someone who had to walk away from a job, and now maybe there's a new job that you're stepping into, or you had to walk away from a situation, or just internally you know that maybe a situation wasn't good for you when it came to your career and finances, and that's not what you wanted, right? Oh, okay. No, this is the message that I'm seeing here. There was a career that wasn't aligned with your authentic self. It didn't make you happy. So perhaps you chose to walk away from that career and step into a career that is more aligned with your truth, which is more aligned with what you want, right? And I do feel like there's going to be some celebration, some stability coming in for you when it comes to career and finances, when you choose to step into the career that you really want, that you believe is aligned with your authentic self. Okay? A tough cycle might be closing with your career and finances in the month of October. So it's kind of what I'm getting here so far. Now, please, Spirit, what about their love life in October? What can they expect from their love life? Now, I know there's going to be people who are single, there's going to be people who are in a relationship, so use your intuition to guide you through this reading, like I said. But please, 3 cards, Spirit, for their love life in October for pile number 2. Love life messages for pile 2 in the month of October. What can pile 2 expect for love in the month of October? Love messages to their cards. Alright, so it's interesting because in the previous reading, there was the 3 of Wands as well for pile number 1. So, okay, when it comes to your love life, I feel as if, okay, so there's a couple different messages that I'm getting. Some of you might be stuck between 2 people. You may not know which one is the right one for you, but in October, I feel as if you might be making your decision on which way you want to go when it comes to your love life. You could be stuck between, do you want to stay with someone? Do you want to leave someone? Do you want this person or do you want that person? Something like that. That kind of energy, but then you will be finding that person and expanding your love life and making that move forward towards the decision that you want. But also some of you might be struggling when it comes to balancing your finances in your love life, right? So like maybe there isn't an equal give and take when it comes to finances between you and your partner. But I feel as if there might be more balance coming in the month of October. You're going to be finding more balance when it comes to your finances with your partner in October. It's kind of something that I see coming in. And then some of you might be having, you know, options coming in when it comes to your love life in the month of October. And you're going to have to kind of figure out what you want, right? There's going to be a lot of potential and a lot of room for growth and expansion in your love life in October is kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah. So I think it's definitely going to be about listening to your intuition too when it comes to your love life, because there may, like I said, be a couple choices that you're struggling with here, a decision that needs to be made, juggling between 2 options, or there just needs to be a balance, especially in finances between you and your partner. Alright, so that's kind of the overall energy that I'm getting so far from tarot. So let's go into your oracle cards for further messages that you need to hear. All right, so from one of my newer decks that kind of give me like the witchy, definitely witchy vibes, but also, you know, Halloween vibes. Okay, so we have tarot cards, guidance. That's really interesting. So you could be connecting with, you know, spirit more. I wonder if this also has to relate to your career too. Perhaps you want to, some of you who are watching this might want to connect more with spirit when it comes to tarot cards. Some of you might be tarot readers yourself and you want to do that for your career because you feel like it's more aligned with your authentic truth, your purpose, right? So anyways, I also feel as if getting guidance is going to be really beneficial in October, connecting with your spirit guides and angels and your higher self more, you know, growing your spiritual growth, I should say. But I am going to look into the guidebook anyway, just to kind of see what messages this might also have additional messages for you. Find my guidebook. Alright, so doesn't make much sense, but I did have the guidebook for the last reading. Haven't moved since the last reading and don't know where my guidebook is. It's like missing. So I guess maybe I'm not meant to read from the guidebook. Spirit is wanting me to just use my own intuition to, I guess, tell you these messages when it comes to this deck at the moment, because I have no idea where it is, so I apologize in advance. But anyways, moving onward. So we also have here energy, which is also interesting because pile number 1. So maybe you were torn between pile number 1 and pile number 2 and you weren't sure which one to choose. So maybe there's messages for in both of them for you. But energy here, what I feel here with energy is that I feel as if you're going to be feeling energetic, powerful, you know, especially with courage here. Like, I feel like you're getting your energy back in October. So if you felt like really drained the past couple of months, then in October I feel as if you're going to be feeling like you got a lot of energy back, which is really great. Now from my other deck that I just got, which I do have the guidebook for, so that's good. But yeah, we have hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. And we have graveyard, unnecessary fear. Okay, so what I feel here with these two cards is that you're going to be feeling a lot of happiness in your heart and within your home life in the month of October. You're going to be feeling really cozy. Maybe you're making your space feel good. There's not much conflict going on at home. Overall, it's going to be a pretty happy place to be at. And then with the graveyard here, with unnecessary fear, it's possible that you have a fear of something right now, right? You have a fear. Maybe for the longest time, you really feared owning your authentic truth, stepping into your authenticity, being who you want. You had a fear of leaving the job that didn't make you happy. You had a fear of leaving a relationship that didn't make you happy. Whatever this fear is, it's unnecessary fear, right? In October, I feel as if you are finding the courage to push past this fear, become fearless, right? Live your life fearlessly with courage. Sorry, my dog is freaking out at the moment because he loves to look out the window and watch people walk and then bark at them, especially if they have another dog. So if you hear that, I apologize. My whole room just shook because of it. But yes, what you need to do is let go of these unnecessary fears in October and really own your truth and live fearlessly, live authentically, be who you want to be, do what you want to do without worry, right? But I will read from the guidebook just in case there's additional messages that you're meant to hear. So let's see if we go to, okay, so with graveyard, it says, Today's modern graveyards are restful places, normally highly manicured and very well set out. Whilst they can be places of profound sadness, few are the creepy Gothic places of old, yet they still hold an undercurrent of fear and seem frightening places. Due to countless stories of haunted graveyards, the thought of walking through cemeteries evokes fear in many of us. We imagine zombies and ghosts rising from the graves and bad spirits hiding out, waiting to harm an unsuspecting living person who walks by. The idea of being at a graveyard after dark, or worse, at midnight, is the stuff of dares and nightmares. But this isn't the way with every culture. On the Mexican Day of the Dead, whole families picnic on the graves of their loved ones who have passed. Children play upon the graves, people play music, drink wine, and share food, all in the company of the dead. Graveyard dust is used as an ingredient in protective spells, not in curses. Pull this card and know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps, that you will act upon them. I love that. Okay, so that is beautiful and kind of relates to what I was saying. And now with hearth, it says happiness in our hearts and homes. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication, and protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was a huge city hearth. The Vestal's temple, where the fire of the home goddess Vesta burned forever without ever going out. This sacred flame was protected by the soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. The place where the goddess Vesta was honored within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and it was where women prepared food and cooked. Some of the food was always offered back into the fire as an offering to Vesta for her blessing and protection. Often husbands were sent away on military duty for years on end, and their wives at home were not just expected to keep the home and often the business running, but to wait for their husbands faithfully until their return. They prayed to Vesta to ensure their family members' safe return and to keep the fires of love stoked. The saying, "keep the home fires burning," was inspired by this practice. Should the hearth card appear in your divination, you are being asked to look to your idea of what home and family is for you. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority. If there is conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, know that protection is being given. Wow. So those are both beautiful messages. So take them and resonate with them if you feel you do. And now as we move on, we also have set healthy boundaries. Wow, again, this ties into pile 1's reading in a way. So like I said, if you're drawn to both of those piles, this could be a sign. Or also, you could be life path number 3 here, but you're being asked to set healthy boundaries. This could be within your relationship, your love life. This could be at work. This could be protecting your energy in general. Perhaps there's people that, you know, just drain energy out of you, and you're being asked to protect that side of you so that your energy is not being drained. Okay. Now we also have grieving. So you are grieving something in October here. It could also be grieving like a job that you've left or moved away from or moved on from. I feel like it could be related to career, or if you are just overall grieving a loss of some sort of a person, I do send my condolences. There is a butterfly here though in this image that I see, and when I'm looking at this shows a lot of transformation and positivity through the grieving process. Grieving is not easy, loss is not easy of any sorts, but I also like to mention, like, you are allowed to feel your emotions, you are allowed to be upset, you are allowed to feel that pain and that loss, right? But I do feel like you are so brave, you are so courageous, you live fearlessly, and you are transforming into a beautiful butterfly through all of these struggles that you've gone through. Okay, pile number 2. So just a message I wanted to send your way. Now we have a lot of emotion cards coming up here for you. So we have comfort. Again, I think in October you're really looking for like what makes you feel comforted, especially when it comes to your home life, bringing comfort into your home. And we have success. So I do feel like you are going to have success in your career. You're going to step into that career that you've always wanted. You're going to find success in your career. You're ending a hard cycle that, you know, brought you a lot of difficulties, especially in your finances, I feel like. And then with stop here, I think this is, again, Spirit coming through, telling you stop fearing. You have unnecessary fears going on that might be holding you back. And I feel like this is Spirit saying, don't let those fears hold you back. It's time to be fearless and courageous, especially in the month of October here. That's definitely a strong message that's coming through to you. Or through for you, I should say. And now 7. You guys, I kid you not. There are so many similarities between pile 1 and pile 2. Because in pile 1, it was 777. And now for pile 2, it's 77. So that's really mind-blowing. And yeah. So 77 here. Sorry, I'm just really confused where I found my guidebook. Okay, we found the guidebook. Wow. Okay, so I will read this in 1 second for the tarot cards. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. So it says, it is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Okay? Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. Again, just the same message coming through for you. And then we have the first house, and we also have Sagittarius. So you could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising. But Sagittarius is also all about being enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical seeking, happy-go-lucky, adventurous, honest, you know, risk-taking, lucky, boundless. So that's really great. And then with the first house, this is all about yourself, right? So I really do feel like in the month of October, you're going to be working on yourself more. You're going to be, like I said, you're owning your truth. You're walking that authenticity, like in your authenticity here. You're becoming more of who you are meant to be. You're letting go of those fears and you're becoming courageous and bold. And the first house also says physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy, consciousness, opinions, awakening, self-awareness. Okay? So wow, I love that for you. Now I'm just going to read the message for tarot cards now that my book has appeared again. I just did not see it, apparently. So let's see. It says, you have been so distracted lately that important messages are passing you by. You've called upon guidance and as yet have not stopped to notice or hear the answers that it brings in oh so many forms. Be still, breathe and relax as guidance forces you to use your magic wand to light up the dark chambers within and reveal your natural wisdom. You have all that you need as tarot takes up its sword and offers you its cup of life to quench your deep thirst for answers. As you drink of its sweet nectar, you will find all the advice and knowledge you need for the personal growth required to carry on. Your newly found insight will expand along with the age-old wisdom of tarot and guidance to illuminate the way. Follow and trust the messages that are revealed, for they will point you in the right direction with the pentacle to protect you. Tarot reveals the answers you are seeking. Don't be too proud to ask for help. The signs are all around you. Look for them. Learn and study the tarot. You have a natural talent for reading tarot and delivering messages. Trust in your psychic abilities. You already know the answers. Wow. I love that for you guys. So you guys have some psychic abilities. You're really spiritual. You're in tune with your intuition. but perhaps you don't believe that you do, or you fear those magical powers that are within you. So this is just Spirit coming through to let you know that those powers are there, your answers that you are seeking. You can receive those messages, maybe connecting with tarot cards of your own, getting your own tarot deck. I do have a video on my channel that shares over 50 tarot and oracle decks that I own. So if you need recommendations, you can check out that video. But yeah, I think you guys are really gifted, powerful, special, spiritual beings, right? And you're here to make a difference and own your truth. Especially because Sagittarius is all about seeking truth, right? So this was really great reading for you guys. I loved these messages for you. But before you go, let's take a look at your charms. So I will meet you over there. Before we do the charms, I actually wanted to do tea leaf cards. I almost forgot. I did this for the last pile, so I definitely want to get some for you guys. Please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Messages they need to know about the month of October. Messages for pile 2. The month of October. Messages for pile 2. Month of October, please, Spirit. And just a few more here. Messages for pile 2, the month of October, please, Spirit. Alright, let's see what we got. That's what we're working with. The sun's kind of going behind the trees, so it might got a little bit shady here, but we have dogs. Getting together with friends. So in October, you could be getting together with friends a lot. Then we also have wishbone. A wish is being granted for you in October, pile 2. We have ant, work, achievement, success. So your career is getting a huge shift. I really love that for you. You're going to be working hard, but your hard works are going to pay off. You're going to be achieving a lot. We have box. You will receive a gift. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. You guys have psychic abilities. I told you. Then we have purse. Pay attention to your finances. Like I said, finances are definitely a focus for you. You may be juggling options in regards to what you want financially, things like that. And then bird, waiting for news, package, or letter. So maybe you're waiting for news, but again, I also think you're waiting for answers, and you have the answers that you seek. So look within, talk to Spirit, and trust your intuition more, because you guys have a lot of psychic abilities. All right, so now I will see you over at your charm reading. All right, pile 2. So we have the charms here. So I'm just going to pull some charms to see what other messages we can get. Please, Spirit, for pile 2 about the month of October. Messages pile 2 in the month of October. Alrighty. Wow, I actually got a lot of charms here for you guys, but let's take a look at some of the letters that fell out here. Look for initials as well. L, N, B, F, E, some V's with some Y's. We got a lot of Y's actually. 3 Y's. Maybe if you had a... Okay, so then also... So if you see your initials in here, somebody else's initials, maybe some words. I'm seeing no. I don't know. And then I'm not sure what other words we're seeing here. But I'll let you guys take a look at that. Now, let's see what else we've got here. We have owl showing up, which speaks a lot about wisdom. And we also have the butterfly. So, like I said, transformation, seeing a lot of butterflies, because pile number 1 also got butterflies a lot. And when I was talking about that, I saw a butterfly outside my window. So a lot of you are going through some transformation and changes. We have, you know, an arrow under love here. So moving forward with love. Focus on key here. The key here is like focus on what it is that you need to believe in to be able to turn that key and get your success, stepping into your authenticity. And we also have Aquarius, so some of you could be an Aquarius sun, moon, or rising. And for the, oh wait, that's a flower. Lots of abundance here, I think, coming your way. Unicorn. Don't be afraid to be unique and own your uniqueness, your authenticity. We have the wheel. The wheel is turning in your favor here. A new cycle begins. All right, so these are just some of the messages that I see for you. And, you know, you might have dealt with some heartbreak as well, which could be related to the grieving. So really, you know, healing that part of you is going to be really important. But these are just some of the messages that I have for you for the month of October. I really hope it resonated in one way or another. If it did, please give this a thumbs up. Leave a comment below because it really helps. I love your support, guys, and I appreciate it so much. Cannot thank you enough. And subscribe to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. And I really hope to see you next time. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this little pumpkin here, then this is your reading all about messages you need to know for the month of October, what's coming your way, general messages, general energies for the month of October. How I'm going to be doing this reading today is I'm going to start off by using my Starseeds deck here to get an overall general message for you and what to expect in October, general energy reading. Then I'll be diving into tarot, then your oracle cards, and then some charms, okay? So remember, this is a collective reading. Please use your intuition to guide you. And let's get started. So please, Spirit, for pile number 3, what is a general energy that they're dealing with in the month of October? What they need to know, the general energy for pile number 3 in the month of October. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. Okay, so if you've been feeling like you are not enough, maybe you've been dealing with some tough energies that have just making you feel like you're not worthy, you're not lovable, maybe some difficulties in your relationships. This is just Spirit letting you know that you are enough, you are amazing, you are unique, and you need to believe in yourself more, okay? So let's get some tarot cards. I got a new deck when I was in Salem. This is a Halloween tarot deck. I'm really excited about this, and I was so excited that I got to take it out now that I'm doing an October reading for you guys, so it fits the theme that I'm going with. Alright, so please, Spirit, 3 cards. We're going to start off by looking into what to expect for career and finances for you, pile 3. So please, Spirit, for pile number 3, messages about their career and finances in October. For pile 3, career and finances in October for pile 3. Career and finances for pile 3 in the month of October. Okay. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. All right, so for career and finances in October, I feel as if you are on this journey to financial freedom, financial independence. You want to be making your own money and being happy doing it. And I feel like you are going to get this. You are going to achieve this. But there is also this 9 of Wands energy here where you're having to defend yourself in a way, set boundaries when it comes to career. Perhaps you're needing to set boundaries between your work life. Maybe you work way too hard, way too much, and you don't know how to set those boundaries between work and home life. Also, a message that I'm getting is maybe whatever it is you want to pursue independently. Like if you are wanting to be an entrepreneur, you're wanting to be self-employed, you could be dealing with people trying to talk you out of it. That's another thing that I'm kind of picking up on here, that kind of energy where they try to talk you out of it, but you're like setting those boundaries, not letting other people talk you out of what you want. Because I do feel like you're going to be getting a job that fills your cup up, right? You're going to be feeling pretty good in October when it comes to your career and finances, but I do think you're needing to set some boundaries as well. But overall, your cup is overflowing. You're in this, stepping into this independent, financially stable person here who is making all their money all on their own, like living that rich, independent lifestyle. So that's really beautiful. But yeah, setting boundaries, just pay attention to those boundaries, guys. This is all I gotta say about that. Now, what about love life for pile number 3, please, Spirit, in October? Love life messages for pile number 3 in October. Two more cards for pile 3 in the month of October. All right. Okay, so your love life, however, is looking a little difficult. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and then the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign and you could be an air sign, so or vice versa. So this is air signs Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and then for cups, water, so it could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces that you're dealing with, or that could be you, or vice versa, like I said. But I feel like there's been some conflict, maybe some inner struggle here, almost like self-imprisonment of the mind here. It's like you have all of these thoughts in your head about this person, and I feel as if they're not filling your cup up emotionally at this time. I feel like maybe there's a lack of maybe intimacy, a lack of just overall feeling emotionally fulfilled in this connection. This is for people who are in a relationship right now, but if you're single, then maybe there's just this lack of a person in your life in general. Like maybe you feel like you're not good enough to have a connection with someone. Maybe you feel like you're not good enough to be in a relationship with someone, or someone doesn't want you, or something like that. Like I said, with this card that says you are enough, maybe in your relationship right now you're not feeling like you are enough. You're struggling because you feel like you're not enough for this person. That doesn't necessarily mean that this person feels that way about you, but this could all be, you know, what you're telling yourself. This could be you speaking these negative thoughts into existence here, and this could just be internal struggle, internal conflict in this connection where you feel like you're not good enough, even if this person isn't actually coming out telling you you're not good enough. This could just be a low self-esteem issue, a lack of confidence. But if you are in a relationship that is like abusive in any way, or you're just settling, like I just want you to know that like you are enough and you deserve the best of the best. So definitely heal. Don't run away from a relationship if you know you really do feel like you can work at it. But if this is a toxic relationship, definitely this is a sign that you may need to reevaluate, because I feel as if right now you're not emotionally fulfilled the way that you want to be, but there could be potential here, right? So let me just ask Spirit, because I kind of just want one more card. Please, Spirit, what is the outcome for their relationship in October? Please, Spirit, outcome for their relationship in October. For pile 3, outcome. The Tower. Okay. So yeah, there's going to be a shakeup when it comes to your relationship and your love life in October. It's a Tower moment that's going to rock your world, probably shake things up, but usually things always happen for a reason. Change is scary at first, but now I'm not saying this to scare you guys either. Please remember, use your intuition to guide you through this. A Tower moment doesn't always have to be bad. A Tower moment could come through, shake things up, you remember what you deserve, you do self-love, self-care, and before you know it, you become this strong, confident, 9 of Pentacles human who isn't taking ish from nobody, right? But maybe communicating with your partner helps. Really trying to get on the same page with your partner. And for those of you who are single, this could really just be, you know, you having this moment where all of a sudden you remember your worth and your confidence attracts somebody into your life, and that's that Tower moment shakeup, right? So again, this can resonate and manifest in so many different ways. Use your intuition to guide you through this reading. Only you know what's best for you, and don't take what I'm saying as direction as to what choice you need to make, because only you know the choice that you need to make, is basically what I'm trying to say here. Okay, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and look into your oracle cards now. So this is another deck that I got recently. It's like a witchy deck here. So I thought it would be perfect to use this. So let's see. We have Spirit. Initiation. Okay, so Spirit is definitely coming through for you in this reading, but I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook to get clarification on this and additional messages. Alright, it says, the element of Spirit is supreme. It is the unmanifest universe. Spirit contains the substance of all that exists. Take a moment to look at where and how your connection with Spirit lies most strongly. You might feel a powerful connection through the gathering of people, and so joining and being a part of a coven could help strengthen your link. Perhaps you feel a oneness with Spirit as you look up to the stars and feel the magic of the night sky, or maybe it's being solitary and alone in nature, and welcoming Spirit through the presence of animals and the variety of plants and trees that surround you. No way is the wrong way, for it is your relationship with Spirit that is the most important of all. Initiation offers to assist you in making a commitment to walk your true path and honor Spirit in whichever way you are naturally led. Make a commitment. Don't worry about what others are doing. Be true to your natural self. Seek out a coven in your area. If you prefer to work alone, do so. You are ready and being called to be initiated into the craft. Acknowledge Spirit in all that you perceive, okay? You could be going through a spiritual awakening, connecting with Spirit more. Spirit wants to connect with you more, wants to help you, wants you to ask for help, right? So that's beautiful. In October, you could be connecting with Spirit a lot more. Doing things that make you feel at peace is going to be really important. Maybe that's being out in nature more. Maybe that's connecting with friends, people who are like-minded, things like that. So we have true love come to me here with number 26. You could be a life path number 8. But yeah, you are wanting your true love to come to you. And now this could be, you know, for those of you who are single, you may, like I said, feel like you will never find someone. But in my opinion, you will. And you could be calling in your soulmate in October. Could be finding the person of your dreams in October. But for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like maybe if you are struggling in your relationship at this moment, you're wanting to fix that love connection that you have. You're wanting someone who is going to fill up your cup emotionally, and you're wanting to fix any issues or problems that may be happening in your relationship at this time. Now, this is from another new oracle deck that I got. It's Halloween based. So we have Spider, community and web weaving. Okay, so yeah, you're needing to find your community of like-minded individuals, friends. Maybe you've been feeling really alone lately. and you're needing to surround yourself with other people. Find that connection again. But I'm going to, again, read from the guidebook here. It says, masses of sticky spider webs make any Halloween decorations complete. The idea of a haunted house covered in the artwork of a big, hairy spider is classic horror. Even those of us who appreciate our 8-legged friends still hurriedly brush off those stealthy webs if we run into them in the dark. Although most spiders are not venomous, humans have an innate fear of them. Perhaps it's the fangs or the poison. Perhaps it's all those legs and the way they move. Perhaps it's where they live, often in dark, hidden places, or the way our Western popular culture has demonized them by making them giant, fierce, and man-eating. Some cultures, though, revere the spider in very positive ways. In many Native American traditions, for example, the spider is the creature that gives birth to all other animals and sustains the web of life. The goddess spider's grandmother, and there is also a spider woman, is a key deity that brings wisdom, safety, and communication to all the tribes. She created and wove all the stars in the sky and makes soft webs for those that are troubled to rest upon and be supported by. Spiders' webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There's a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work, or generally with others, and take steps to improve this, or do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting webs for ourselves. Wow. Okay, so in October, I think there is possibly some communication issues between you and other people, especially maybe a loved one, a partner that you might live with, and you're needing to work on these communication issues. You're also needing to make sure that you are not giving more than you actually have, right? You could be trying to pour from an empty cup, and that could be really draining you. And it's really important to practice self-love, self-care in the month of October, and remember that you are enough, but you cannot give from an empty cup. And to also just work on communication issues that you may be having between you and other people at this time. So we also have be loyal to what you love. So Spirit's saying, what is it that you love? Continue to be loyal to whatever it is you love, whether that's who you love, whether that's the passion you love, right? And then we have sweet results await. Number 7, okay? So you have sweet results that await from your hard work. Your hard work is going to pay off. Some of you may have been working really freaking hard, and I believe that that's going to be paying off for you. Answers. So the answers that you need, you will find a lot of answers in October, okay? So if you've been needing answers, you're going to get those answers. And for your emotions, we have consciousness and faith. So spiritually, I believe that you are evolving, you're awakening more, you are, having more faith in yourself, your consciousness is rising, connecting to spirit more, connecting to your higher self more. Really spiritual energy that I see here in October for you. And now we have lucky number 13 here. All right, so you are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. So you might be needing more confidence in yourself when it comes to achieving your goals. I think you guys have been working really, really hard. And in October, that hard work is just going to continue. But you are going to become more confident in yourself, and you are needing to become more confident in yourself. And if you do work really hard, maybe you need to find some balance, right, in your work-life situation. Even if that comes to studying, if you're in school and, right now education is your work, your full-time job essentially, really find balance, because I think there's a lot of off-balance happening within your work and your home life and in your relationships. So now we also have complexity with quincunx in Gemini. So you could be a Gemini sun, moon, or rising. The butterfly. This says curious, communicative. Again, talking about communication here. You guys need to work on your communication, especially in your relationships. And then, you know, connected, collaborative. You could studious. Again, this really ties into being someone who is working hard, studying hard. Someone who needs to communicate better, someone who needs to work on communication, someone who needs to be in contact with other people because maybe you're feeling alone, things like that. But I feel like there's a lot of communication issues going on. You've been feeling irritated, you've been contradicting yourself, there's been clashes happening within your relationships, there's a lot of complication going on. Adjustments are needing to be made, and there could be transformation happening, and you could be really curious about something that you're studying. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of clashes happening when it comes to communication right now in your life. When it comes to your career and your home and your relationship and balancing it all, it's like this energy of needing more balance, right? To bring back that peace within those relationships, within the home life. But I'm going to just grab a few tea leaves here just to get additional messages that you may need to hear at this time. Please, Spirit, for pile number 3 here for October. What messages do you have for them for October for pile 3? Pile 3, messages do you have for them for October? Pile 3, messages for October, please, Spirit. Month of May. Pile 3, messages for October, please, Spirit. And just one more little shuffle here for pile 3, please, Spirit. In the month of October, any messages you need to know at this time? All right. So we have dog again. I thought dog came up at some point. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay. Protection from a powerful friend. So a friend is really protecting you. Maybe your friend could be helping you through a situation. You may feel like you can confide in a friend with your troubles. If you need to talk to a friend about your relationship problems or anything like that, know that your friend is not going to be judgmental. They are here to protect you, but use discernment with whoever that friend may be. And then we have a vase here with secret admirer. Okay, so for those of you who are single, you could have a secret admirer. Like I said, you may feel like you aren't worthy of love or a relationship, but you are enough, and you do have a secret admirer coming through in October. And we also have the love card. So yeah, a lot of the issues that are going on in your life, it revolve around love in October. We have forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Okay, so keep that in mind. We have gong, an exciting event could be happening for you in October. Temporary problems here in October, okay? But these problems are temporary, remember? So keep that in mind, do not stress. And then firecracker, excitement. Something exciting is going to be happening for you in the month of October as well. So that's the messages that I have. Now let's go on to your tarot, and not your tarot, your charms, and I will see you over there. All right, pile 3, let's go into your charms here, see any additional messages that I can get for you for the month of October. Here are additional messages I can get for the month of October here for pile. All right, so here are some letters. Look for initials if you need to, words, anything that stands out for you. TT. And got T's here going on. Liv, Kim, name could be Kim, Tim, see the word vine, which just kind of reminds me of like that 8 of Swords energy, being in your own head, feeling restricted, stressed out. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors. Alright, so we also have Leo and Gemini, so you could be dealing with someone who is Leo, Moon, Sun, or Rising, or there's that Gemini again. So again, with the communication, things like that. But we also have Dragonfly here, which really reminds me of like the spirit and messaging and messengers and things that you need to know. We have Dream here, so, and Miracle, so dream big, believe in miracles, right? And also the crab showing up reminds me of like Cancer energies. You could be dealing with a Cancer. And then we have Butterfly, transformation going on. Leo is also reminds me of being confident, brave, strong, bold, courageous. So yeah, that's kind of the messages that I'm getting for you guys. I really hope that this resonated in one way or another. I hope you can see the letters to kind of see if you see any initials or words that mean anything to you. But I really hope that this resonated. Like I said, oh, Ben, sorry, I just saw another name. Just some names that are coming out at me. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below because it really helps. I appreciate and love all of the support that you guys give. It means a lot to me. And subscribe to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. Hit that notification bell. And I really hope to see you guys next time. Hello, File 4. If you chose this cute little checkered pumpkin, then this is your reading, all about the messages you need to know for the month of October. This is a collective reading, so please use your intuition to guide you through this reading, but there should be at least one message that will resonate with you if you chose this pile. How this reading is going to work is I'm going to start by getting an overall general message here through my Starseeds deck, and then I'm going to go on to tarot, oracle cards, and then of course charms as well today. So very excited. So let's get started. Please, Spirit, for pile number 4 here, what is the overall general energy and message for them in the month of October? October overall energy and message for pile number 4. Alright. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Okay, so you guys are releasing in the month of October, or Spirit is asking you to let go of things that no longer align with you, let go of things that are toxic to you, let go of things that are holding you back from your authenticity, things like that. So let's get some tarot messages from my new tarot deck here, the Halloween tarot deck that I received. I purchased it in Salem when I went a few weeks back, so I really love this deck. Could not wait to use it, and now is the perfect time as we do this October reading for you guys. So I'm going to start off by getting career and finance messages, overall energy about your career and finances for the month of October. So please, Spirit, just 3 cards for pile number 4 about their career and finances in October. Career and finances in October for pile number 4. Okay. All right. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Strength card showing up for your career and finances. So to me, I feel like this is like an opportunity coming in for you. It's like the beginning stages of possibly a new career path for you. You're going to probably be needing a lot of strength when it comes to your career and finances in the month of October. Could also be a strength card. Could also mean that any difficulties that you have, maybe need to find the strength to release a job that's not right for you. Now, it's interesting with the 10 of Pentacles card here, it's the 10 of Pumpkins, and it's interesting because it kind of looks like a little trickster, right? If I can get a close-up of this for you, if it will focus. I don't know if it's focusing. But it almost looks like here he's going to hit like a piñata pumpkin here, but he's blindfolded, so it's like you may not even see the abundance that's going to be coming your way, but you're about to hit big in your career and finances is kind of what I am thinking of with this card. But I also think you need to release whatever's holding you back as well when it comes to your career and finances. If there's a job that's not making you happy or something like that, right? You have to release that so that you can accept all the abundance that's coming your way. And I also see here with the Page of Pentacles, it's like once you release, you're going to get what you need. You're going to get what you want, and this is going to be in alignment with your authentic truth here, your authenticity. And I just feel like a lot of abundance is coming your way, but you're needing that strength to guide you, right? So yeah, and you might not even see how much goodness is about to come for you when it comes to your career and finances. But in October, I think you're going to start seeing this play out. Now, what about for your love and relationships? I know some of you are going to be single, some of you are in a relationship, so please use your intuition to guide you through this reading. But please, Spirit, for pile number 4 here, love and relationship messages for October for pile number 4. Love and relationship messages in October for pile 4. I need to know about love and relationships in October. Okay. Ooh. All right. So with your love life here, I see a new beginning happening for you in your love life. And this Magician card, it's like you can manifest whatever love life you desire. And you also have the 7 of Cups here showing up. So there's a lot of options. I feel like you're going to have a lot of options in October when it comes to your love life. If you are single, you're going to have a lot of, I think, a lot of people attracted to you, a lot of people wanting your time, a lot of people wanting, like being an admirer to you. But the Fool card here shows this new beginning in your love life, and this new beginning is something that you're manifesting. So if you are in a relationship, then know that whatever love life you want, you can manifest. So you and your partner could be going through a new beginning in your relationship, in your love life. You could be manifesting this new beginning with your partner. But with the 7 of Cups, it's like a lot of options, a lot of opportunities may be coming in for you and your partner. So that's the messages that I'm receiving at this time. But let's look at your oracle cards for further messages. All right. So again, I have this deck here that is new. It's like a witchy tarot deck. So let's take a look. We have security, which is cottage. So I think you are wanting to feel more secure in life. And in October, I feel like you might be feeling a lot more stable and secure, and especially with your home life, maybe even in your finances and in your career. I'm going to look at the guidebook for additional messages though, because I find that the guidebook can be really helpful. So with Witch's Cottage, it says, insecurities and a lack of self-confidence have a habit of manifesting. Feeling like an outsider makes it difficult to be positive and fit in. So right now, instead of being on the outside looking in, you have been given the key to let yourself into the witch's cottage for a while, where you will find all you need to become strong enough to deal with everything that is hurled at you. Remember with that strength card as well that we saw with your career and finances. Explore every room and discover what it is that you feel you are good at and what you feel most comfortable with. You may find that it is the kitchen filled with herbs, and plants to make medicinal recipes, or perhaps it is the welcome warmth of the hearth where you feel most at home. As you investigate, you will discover the right tools and meet friends and familiars along the way for you to choose from and work with until you feel strong enough and ready to reemerge with security as your supporter into the bold and confident which you really are. Let others in instead of shutting them out. You are protected, supported, and safe. Trust in the divine outcome. Recognize your strengths and talents. A new home awaits. Rediscover your likes and dislikes. Don't try too hard to fit in. Okay, so you are needing to release anything that is not aligned with your authenticity, right? Maybe there's a new adventure you've been wanting to pursue, a new journey you've been wanting to pursue, but you've always felt like an outsider, so you never had the courage to pursue that. But now you are finally getting that courage, that strength to go after what it is you truly want here. And you're going to figure that out in October. You're going to figure out what you really need and want for your life, and especially for like your career and your love life. But you're needing to release and let go of what no longer serves you, what no longer aligns with that authentic self of yours. Okay, so we have joy. You're going to find a lot of joy in the month of October. It's going to be a joyous time for you. And now again, with my new deck here, it's a Halloween oracle deck, so I thought it fit with the theme. So it says trick or treat, mischief and play. Okay, so let's look in the guidebooks. This is a newer deck as well to see what this one says. Trick or treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet why do we trick or treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these... The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples and Bombrack, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door. And Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. So, with this card showing up, I kind of feel like you need to let go a little bit and have some fun in your life. Maybe you've been all work, no play type of energy. Again, use your intuition with the message that I just read to you. But I'm feeling like it's time to kind of let go a little bit and have some fun in life and not be so uptight and not needing everything to be so perfect all the time. Maybe you're somebody who tries way too hard you're a perfectionist at its finest. That's one way to put it, right? So I feel as if Spirit's really telling you that it's time to let go of that idea, right? And know that everything does not have to be perfect all the time. That's actually a trauma response, in my opinion. And it's time to let your walls down a little bit and have some fun in your life, because I feel like maybe it's been a little bit rough lately with not being able to find that time to play, relax, and let go. Because you're someone who just always works so freaking hard, okay? So we have space and we have mystery. Ooh. So there's a little bit of mystery in your life right now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit confused at what you want because there's so many options in your life right now. There's so many directions and ways you could go. There's so many things that you could do. Maybe you're confused about a certain situation in your life. Maybe you're needing space right now. You're needing space away from certain people. You're needing space to be by yourself, to really connect and figure out what it is you want. There's a lot of space needed, right? So that's interesting. And then now we also have here, we have Let It Shine, Peacock Spirit. So you're needing to let your true authentic self shine. Stop holding it back, right? And we have the Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery, again with mystery. So even though your life may feel like a mystery right now, maybe there's parts that don't make sense to you that you are confused about. Trust in it though. Trust that everything is working out for your highest good here, and that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Follow your intuition. And then take a leap of faith. So Spirit's asking you to take a leap of faith. If you've been wanting to go after a new job, a new career opportunity, if you've been wanting to start something new, now is the time to take that leap of faith. Don't hold yourself back. Explore what it is you want to explore. We have well-being and beauty. So I think you're needing to realize that you are beautiful just the way you are, right? Your true authentic self is beautiful. Building up your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth is going to be important. Letting go of anything that does not align with that. And really focusing on your well-being as well. Take time to rest, right? Like I said, I feel like this pile, you guys are really hardworking. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. And maybe at times you don't focus on yourself enough. So I feel like in October, you're really needing to focus on yourself and your well-being and let go of anything that does not serve, you know, that doesn't serve as a form of self-care or self-love, but rather just whatever is toxic, you need to let go of that. So we have number 18 here. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. So you guys, you are my pile that has a higher purpose in this life. You are here to make a difference on this planet. On Earth, you came into Earth specifically to help raise the vibration of the planet, right? So is your goals aligned with that? Because if they are, I feel like that is going to be you standing in your authentic truth. And there's so many ways that you can be of help here, right? There's so many jobs that tie into healing and helping others, you know, be the best version of themselves, like from nurses and doctors and firefighters and writers and like public speakers and motivational speakers, and just being kind-hearted in general, giving back, everything like that. Like there's so many options and different things that you could do that could help raise the vibration of this planet, and I think that's what you're here to do. And now we also have Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. But again, this also gives me the energy of a hard worker, someone who works so hard, someone who is the boss, is a leader, is strong-willed, determined, doesn't give up, but has a lot of motivation, ambitious, serious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise, accomplished, majestic, reserved, rigid, disciplined, down to earth, right? And then we have Uranus and 6th house, which is your craft. So work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, skills, apprenticeship, method. So again, I think in October, you're really focusing on what it is you want out of your career and how you want to be a service to others and how you want to perfect your craft or whatever it is that you're working towards, working on financially for yourself or career-wise in your goals. And with, you know, Uranus, this really creates breakthroughs and an awakening, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, freedom, the unexpected. There's like a change happening here, a shift happening in your life where you're going to get a new beginning that's aligned with your authentic self here, because you're letting go of what no longer serves you in October, and you're really going to be owning your truth and doing things that align with your truth. So that's really beautiful. Now, before I get into your charms, I'm just going to pull some tea leaf cards for some additional messages here, okay, pile 4. So please, Spirit, for pile 4, messages about October for them, what they need to know about October. Okay, that's a lot, so I'm just gonna take a look at what we got here. We have not unsuccessful plans. So there's some sort of plan that may not go accordingly, and to me this just doesn't signify that you're not going to be successful or anything, because we actually have the success card coming up. But there is a plan that may not work out. Maybe you had a Halloween plan, right, and then that didn't go the way you wanted, or maybe you wanted to do something and something happened and now you can't do it. It's something like that. We have happiness, so you're going to be happy in the month of October. We have skull. Hidden secrets can harm you, okay? So maybe this could talk about like keeping things from somebody, keeping secrets from someone, gossiping with someone. Just be mindful of that. Bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. Again, with a career here, there's some new career happening for you, a change in your career happening for you that's going to be really positive in the month of October. Bow, you are highly thought of, so someone is thinking about you and people are thinking about you. And lastly, we have shield. You need to defend yourself. So there may be a time where in October where you're needing to defend yourself more, setting boundaries, things like that. Okay, pile 4. So yeah, that is your tarot and oracle reading. Now let's get into the charm portion of your reading. All right, I'm gonna pull some charms to get some additional messages for you, pile 4. Please, Spirit, for the month of October. Some letters. Feel free to look to see if you see some initials or words that stand out to you. I swear Kim shows up in almost all of these, so I feel like there's a Kim watching these videos. If you are, these messages are definitely for you. And then let's see what else I see. I see bow again, but that's all that I really see at this time. So feel free to see if you see your initials on there, initials of somebody else that you might be dealing with, things like that. But let's see what else we got. We have Aries, so you could be an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, but also this is asking you to be more courageous. And we have Aquarius, you could be an Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. This also fell under love, so maybe someone like you're in a relationship with is an Aquarius, or an Aquarius is going to pursue you. And we also have Gemini showing up, sun, moon, or rising. And this also is under evaluate, so perhaps evaluating anything that has to do with communication. And then we have the scissors here, so yeah, you're needing to cut out the BS, right? Like you need to let go of things, release, cut out things from your life that are no longer serving you. And we even have this like knife here too, like really cutting things out is going to be really important. And even though we have the turtle, I feel like this is saying like slow and steady wins the race here with the willpower. And we also have this crab showing up, which sometimes indicates to me like Cancer energy, so Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. And then this fell out under avoid. I don't know if this resonates with anyone, but it's the Eiffel Tower here. So maybe avoid traveling to like Paris or France or traveling. I don't know. That's just a message that came through for some of you, not all of you. And then we have, I think I already said this, willpower. And then there's also here angel. So angels watching over me always. So your angels are definitely here with you, watching over you. Okay. So that's just some of the messages I have for you guys. I really hope that this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, please give this a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. I really appreciate and love you guys and all of the support you give. It means the world to me, so thank you so much, and I really hope to see you next time. Hello, pile 5. If you chose this cute little pumpkin candle here, then this is your reading, all about the messages you need to know for the month of October, what's coming your way, and things like that. So how this reading is going to go is I'm going to start off with a general overall energy reading from my Starseeds deck here. And then I'm going to go ahead and look into your tarot cards and your oracle cards, and then additional charm messages. Okay, so again, this is a collective reading. Please use your intuition to guide you. There should be at least one message that resonates though. But yeah, please, Spirit, for pile number 5, what is their overall energy that they're dealing with in October? Overall energy for a month of October for pile 5. All right, reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Okay, so you are reflecting a lot here in October. And also I feel like you are going to be dealing with relationships with others, reflecting to you essentially your unhealed wounds. So you may find a lot of people triggering you in the month of October. But what I've learned is that whenever we get triggered, right, this is usually an indication that we have to heal that part of us. So if you feel your wounds being triggered in October, you need to reflect on that and figure out why these triggers are happening and how you can heal yourself so that these triggers are no longer happening, right? All about healing, almost reflecting, healing kind of energy is what I'm getting for you with this card. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to your tarot cards here. This is a new deck that I got from Salem when I visited a few weeks back. It's the Halloween Tarot deck, and I could not wait to use it. I'm so excited. 'Tis the season. Fall is my absolute favorite season. So using anything that's fall related, Halloween themed, right up my alley. So first I'm going to get some messages about your career and finances in October. So please, Spirit, for pile number 5, what can they expect for their career and finances? 3 cards, please, Spirit. What can they expect for their career and finances in October? All right. So we have the Strength card, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you guys are carrying some weight on your shoulders when it comes to your career and finances. You are working hard. You may be taking on way too much work in October. So this is just something to be mindful of. Try not to fill your plate too much because it will definitely drain you. You could be, you know, confiding in a mentor to help you through your career and finances. You could also be this mentor for others. You could be stepping into a leadership role or asking someone for help or guidance, talking to like a mentor of some sort, maybe a spiritual mentor or things like that. But you're needing to have some strength when it comes to your career and finances because you are just taking on a lot. You might be a little bit like tired, stressed out because of how much work you're taking on. So try not to take on too much. If your plate is full, like learning how to say no even when you want to say yes, but knowing that you shouldn't because you are stressing yourself out, you're overworking yourself. But yeah, that's overall some messages that I'm getting for your career and finances in the month of October. Now, what about your love and relationships? Now, I know some of you are in relationships and some of you are not, so please use your intuition when it comes to this. Please, Spirit, love and relationship messages for pile 5 for the month of October. 3 cards. Love and relationship messages for the month of October. Okay, so we have the Sun card, the Hermit, and the Fool. So again, with the Hermit, this indicates that whole reflection aspect, looking within, healing, figuring out what triggers you and why it triggers you, and then healing that part of you so that you can have this new beginning, this happiness in your love life. I feel like in your love life you've been triggered quite a bunch because you've got a lot of wounds, past wounds, unhealed trauma, perhaps from childhood. But really figuring out and reflecting on why you get so upset or hurt with different things is going to be essential. Okay? You're going to have this new beginning once you go and look within and heal and reflect. In your love life is going to have this new beginning, this brighter beginning, this beginning filled with abundance, love, happiness. Okay? But you really do need to do that inner work first. And I think that in the month of October, you're going to be doing that. You're going to be doing a lot of inner work, reflecting and healing those wounds so that you are no longer getting triggered in certain situations. You're attracting better relationships into your life, and overall you are feeling happier and more fulfilled. So that's kind of just a little bit of what I'm seeing so far for you, but let's look into your oracle cards. Alright, starting off with this card from my new deck that I also got because it gave me that witchy vibes that I love for Halloween, and I thought it fit the theme here. But we have Herbal Kitchen, Alchemist. Okay, really a manifesting here is what I'm getting, but I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook since it is a newer deck, just to kind of get additional messages. Herbal Kitchen. Alright, you have a natural affinity with all kinds of plants and herbs. Experimental cooking, making potions, and plant medicine has always excited you, and you feel a witchy air about you as you add in carefully selected ingredients for your magical elixirs. Herbal Kitchen delights in confirming that you indeed are a natural kitchen witch. You have a strong connection with the element of earth and of course the plant kingdom. So you could be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay. All right. You are being called to step up and take your alchemistical abilities to the next level. Draw on your inner wisdom to work with plants and herbs to assist you in your spell work. Look into making alternative or natural remedies and healing sprays, as well as delicious meals that you can tempt your family and friends with. The kitchen is where you belong and feel most at home. Time to cook up a storm. Your ability to work with plants and herbs hails from a past life. Invest in studying plants. Your body may be giving you signals to eat a plant-based diet. Check with your doctor first. And with a book of natural remedies for ailments, pursue your dream to cook. So also with this, I feel as if, again, you could heal through herbs and natural plant-based remedies. But again, this is not health advice at all, because I do not give health advice. You need to consult with your doctors and all of that. Okay? But this could just be a sign for some of you. Now we also have knowledge, number 28 here. You are learning a lot in October. You are becoming more knowledgeable. You might be studying a lot. You may even, with the knowledge, it could be inner knowledge because you're reflecting and doing the inner work. You're learning a lot about yourself through your healing journey and things like that, which I really love for you. And then also with another new deck that I could not help or resist is the Halloween Oracle. So I'm going to also read from the book here, but we have death. The eternal cycle begins here. So you're going through a transformation of some sort is truly what I feel with this death card. And then with dawn, the light after the darkness. So even though you've been going through a lot, there's going to be a light at the end of that tunnel, essentially. So I feel like the worst is past, and now you're stepping into light, a better, brighter part of your life, right? So let's see what the guidebook has to say about these two cards. Okay, so with dawn, it says, whilst midnight is often thought of as a magical hour, throughout time, dawn has also had its share of the mystical. All manner of magical beings had to return to their true forms by dawn, werewolves, for example, and vampires could only be active whilst the rays of the sun did not pierce the sky. Dawn and deities of dawn both have hope and new life. Goddesses such as Oestri, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and gods like Helios and Apollo were those who brought new life in the dawn's light to the world. The journey from the darkest night of the soul to a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the deepest and most powerful heroes' paths repeated over and over in mythology. Should you receive the dawn card, you are being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may seem. Hope is one of the most powerful motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. So yeah, you have been through some situations, some hardships, and especially with this reflection and healing and figuring out what triggers you because of these hardships that you've gone through, there's hope to be found, better days ahead. And you are, you know, embarking on a new beginning here. And with the death card here, it says, many pagans believed that death was the beginning of the cycle of life. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of the life cycle. We are born, we live, we die, and depending on your beliefs, you may get to go round again. Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure, the place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why and what it wants to experience. Then and only then does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies before returning to ride a new cycle. Halloween is a celebration of death as a part of life. As humans are conscious beings, we know about death, and many are afraid and uncomfortable about it. Halloween illuminates the universal truth that all of us will die just as all of us were born. So to be fearful of that end process is fairly pointless. Halloween asks us instead to make friends with death, just as we seem friendly with birth, and to not allow our fears and grief to bring us unnecessary pain. Do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so you can begin strongly afresh. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. So yeah, you guys are letting go of some things, healing, and through this healing and reflection journey, I believe you're getting this new beginning in your life. Okay, there's a lot of new beginnings happening for you in the month of October. So we also have you are never alone, and the abundant universe will provide. So you are never alone. Spirit is always with you, and the universe wants to give to you. The universe wants to bring you abundance, but you need to have hope and faith in that, right? Because any limiting beliefs that you feel that you're not worthy of this abundance will essentially hold it back. You need to trust, believe in the universe, and you will have it. Oh, speaking of trust, we have trust and we have compassion. So you need to bring more compassion into your life. Being more compassionate with yourself, being more compassionate with others. Again, really doing that inner work to heal so that, you know, you're not being as triggered, and you're figuring out where those triggers stem from so that you can create more compassionate relationships within your life. and trust that you are on the right path, and trust in yourself, trust in others, trust in the spirit to provide and bring you what you need, right? Trust that you will make the right decisions for yourself as well. When we have rejection and we have happiness, so, all right, some of you might be feeling rejected by someone, or you may have a wound that is connected to rejection. So perhaps your trigger is tied into a rejection wound. So you may find yourself in October feeling triggered by a partner, by someone, by a relationship, because you feel like you're being rejected, or because you feel like you're not good enough, and this relationship is mirroring to you your rejection wounds. It's kind of what I'm feeling like. So that's something to keep in mind for the month of October if you feel like you're being rejected, or if you do struggle with rejection from the past. Perhaps it stems back to when you felt rejected by a parent or something like that, an old unhealed wound that you need to work on. But you will also find that you're receiving a lot of feeling more happy as well in October. As you heal, as you do this reflection, you're going to be happier. So we have here 000, you are one with the Creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. I am a creator. Okay, new beginnings, right? Love that for you. And we also have North Node, which is destiny. So this is all tied into your life's purpose, your destiny, this is soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, North Star, process development, becoming, blossoming, integrity, journey. So this is all tied into your North Node, your destiny. You're meant to learn these lessons in this lifetime, and it's meant to help you evolve your soul. And as you do so, you will also create something beautiful and new that's also tied into your destiny, your life's purpose. And then we also have here the numinous, mystery, which is the unknown, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, shadow work, inner knowing, intuition, things like that. So shadow work, that relates to healing and doing that work to figure out those triggers and healing those triggers. And all of this is just tied into your destiny and your North Node here. And if you studied astrology, you would know a little bit about that. But essentially, I think you're really meant to reflect and heal, right, in the month of October, so that you can have this new beginning that brings you happiness and abundance, a more compassionate, loving relationship into your life. So I'm going to go ahead and also do these tea leaf cards here for you to get additional messages before we jump into charms. So please, Spirit, for pile number 5 here, what additional messages do you have for them for the month of October? Additional messages for pile number 5 in the month of October. Flu. All right, let's get this one that fell. All right, so sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start, again with the new. We have wishbone, a wish is granted in October. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. So even though you're going through some troubles, some obstacles in October, you will overcome them. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. It's time to have fun. Dog barking, advice from a friend. You will be shown the way with the candle. We have ant, work, achievement, success. So you're working hard, you're going to achieve success because of your hard work and efforts. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So in October, you feel like there's something lacking in your life when it comes to love, money, or your goals. But I think that you are going to figure that out, reflect, do the work, and then be able to overcome that. And then lastly, we have doing something risky, taking a chance. And this could be tied in with your new adventure, your new beginning. You're going to get that by taking this risk, taking this chance. Okay, pile number 5. So that's really exciting. I really hope this reading resonated, but let's go ahead into your charms now to get additional messages. All right, pile 5. So I'm going to pull some charms for additional messages for the month of October for you guys. Please, Spirit, what does pile 5 need to know for the month of October messages? Alrighty, so it looks like we have a lot of vowels, but look for any names, any initials, any words that might stand out to you. Time, you might need to give it time here. I see the name Joe showing up. Tim. This also could be talking about someone who hurt you in the past that this rejection wound could stem from. That's just something that just came through. I don't know. We have also meet, so you could be meeting someone. Divine timing though, trust in divine timing, or trim, cutting out what no longer serves you. I also see the name Tom. Anyways, did I say Jim? See Jim? Okay. So anyways, I'm going to just leave this here. You can do what you want with the letters, figure out names, initials that might relate to this reading for you. But also we have here showing up, we have Taurus. So you could be a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, or this could be the sign of someone from your past or someone in your present. It could be a Taurus sun, moon, or rising. It says this showed up under avoid, so I don't know, maybe there's somebody from your past that you need to avoid, or somebody you need to avoid in your present. And then also in release, Scorpio showed up, Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, so perhaps you're needing to release old wounds related to a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising that was in your life. Just a message that came through. We have under believe, this little Eiffel Tower showed up, so perhaps this resonates in one way or another with the Eiffel Tower. Maybe you could be traveling, I don't know here, but we also have a 4-leaf clover, so I do see that there's a lot of luck on your side here. And also under create, we have 2 keys showing up, so you're really meant to create something new, right, with this key here, because it's your key to success is creating, is a new creation for you. Something new happening in your life is going to bring you success. And also we have the music symbol, so maybe listening to music would be really helpful for you as well. So yeah, that's just some of the messages that are coming through for me for you. So I hope that this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, give this a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings, and I really hope to see you guys next time.